Greetings. It's good to have you with us for the University Lutheran Midweek Devotion. Excuse me. I'm recording up in the sanctuary, and right now it's actually snowing outside. We're in April, midway through in Indiana, and it's snowing. Pretty crazy weather. But not near as crazy as all of the things going on in our country right now. In thinking of recording this video, I was really pondering all of the chaos going on in the United States right now, and just a lot of division in our country. And when you turn on the news, it's really kind of divisive. I've been seeing, and you've probably seen this too, it's like there is a watershed and you're getting put off to this side or this side. There's no in between. There is only fighting. And each side, this side and this side, they are pointing their fingers at one another and saying, all the problems in the world are because of them. Then the other side saying, all the problems in the world are because of them. Well, I'm reading my kids a book right now. Actually, we're on the second time reading it. It's the Chronicles of Narnia. And in that book, there's a Jesus figure. His name is Aslan. He's the king. He's the king of Narnia, Aslan. And whenever Aslan meets with individual, he'll start telling them like bits and pieces of their life and how he was always leading them to this point. And most every character will say, well then, but what about this person? Why did you do that to them? Or what about this person? Why did you let them get away with that? And Aslan would say, a child, I tell you your story and no one else's. What happened with them and what happened with them is between myself and them. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, whenever Jesus deals with somebody in the scriptures, he doesn't go to them and start talking to them about another person's sin. He always goes to that person and has that person he deals with that person's sin. In other words, he applies God's law to the person that he is dealing with. In turn, he does this so that he can apply the gospel to that person he's dealing with. And the moment he's dealing with one person, he's not dealing with the whole world. I mean, he is, but he's God. But what we read in the scriptures is his conversation with one person. When you come to church, or when we come to church, we are gathered around God's law and gospel for the people in the room. The people in the room. We will say what truth is. We will speak God's law to its fullest, and it will strike the hearts of the people that are gathered. The purpose is so that the people that are gathered can hear the sweet, sweet gospel. When Jesus was talking with his disciples after his resurrection, it said, "These are my words that I spoke to you while I was still with you, that everything written about me in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms must be fulfilled." Then he opened their minds to understand the scriptures, and he said to them, "Thus it is written, that the Christ should suffer, and on the third day rise from the dead, and that repentance and forgiveness of sins should be proclaimed in his name to all nations." That's what it's all about. We read the scriptures to bring us to repentance. We read the scriptures to hear about the forgiveness of sins for us. And we recognize that forgiveness is also for everybody that we meet. So we want to live our lives repentant and depending on the gospel, no matter what this crazy world throws at us. And it's getting crazy out there. God's peace to you this week, and I pray that gives some encouragement. Read the scriptures and don't fall off to this side or that side. Read the scriptures and hold on tight to Christ. No matter what's going on outside, you need the law and the gospel for you. All right, God's peace. Talk with you next week. See ya.